The man never imagined that after just crossing into another world, he would immediately encounter a legendary ancient dragon, and that the ancient dragon would even entrust him with hatching its egg, simply because his body contained immense magical power. It turned out that the civilization of this world was doomed to periodic destruction, so the gods had summoned Jack to change this fate, thus reincarnating him into a forest. Jack immediately tested the magic gifted by the gods, starting with the most basic detection spell. Once the spell was activated, gatherable materials around him began to glow with markers. It even displayed detailed information about each material. At that moment, a round stone caught Jack's attention. He thought it might be something rare, but it turned out to be a monster's feces. What Jack didn't expect, though, was that this feces could be sold for 5 silver coins, enough money to stay at the village inn for 10 days. Jack immediately brought out the rest of his collected materials. The shopkeeper was too stunned to speak, realizing Jack was an extraordinary material collector. He decided to entrust Jack with a task, to gather some mithril ore from the eastern mountain. If Jack could bring it back successfully, the shopkeeper would pay him a generous reward. However, monsters roamed that area, so extreme caution was required. Jack happened to want to test his strength, so he set off immediately. Strangely, after walking for half a day, he hadn't encountered a single monster. Since there were no enemies to worry about, Jack sped up and dashed into the mountain, only to step into thin air and fall into an abyss. Fortunately, Jack activated his flight magic just in time, landing safely on the ground below. At that moment, Jack noticed a large number of ores scattered around, so he immediately began mining. But after searching for a long time, he only found regular silver ore. It wasn't until Jack used fire magic and an explosion spell that he found mithril ore deeper in the rock. It seemed the deeper he went, the better the treasures. Jack then reached the deepest part of the mine, and the sight there left him utterly shocked. It was his first time seeing such pure, crystal clear water. He immediately activated his detection spell, and the results showed the water in this magic spring was actually an SS-grade material. Jack instantly wanted to taste it, but in the very next second, a massive ancient dragon emerged from the water. The dragon sensed that Jack's magical power exceeded its own, so it wanted to ask Jack for a favor. If Jack could help, the dragon would gift him a large amount of mithril ore. The reason was that the magic in this place had long been stagnant, making it impossible for the dragon egg to hatch. It needed an infusion of extremely pure magic to awaken. Jack didn't hesitate. He directly channeled his magic into the dragon egg, but unexpectedly, once the infusion started, he couldn't stop it. All the magic in his body surged wildly into the egg, draining him rapidly, just as Jack thought he was about to die.